early in my career, before I did all this, I was worked in a lot of .com startups in the 90s. And it was crazy. It was like the Wild West. And most of the people that ran the company were men that I worked. I don't know why I happened to have that as a pattern in my life. But there was a lot of lack of empathy and not really understanding like the human capital. And I think that if leaders understood themselves more, that they'd understand how to have empathy for their team members if they're going through something, or like even understanding someone's psychological, emotional issues, like understanding themselves and what triggers you, instead of just like treating people as like they're their title and they're like only this person in the office. They're kind of, do you think you see that show on Apple where they took Severance, where they really separate the person at the office and the person at home, like their personal life. And it's really not like that at all. We bring our personal life into everything we do. And so we have to understand who that is, what we're trying to accomplish from a deep level.
Yeah, so it's a very diverse culture now. What is executive depth coaching? Let's go into that.
Yeah.
And what does it give you? Like, why go deep with executives, and how does the model work?
Well, I think ordinary coaching, regular executive coaching, you set goals, you work on, maybe do an assessment, a personality test, and find out, the wheel of life and work-life balance, and checking your cognitive, your stories that you're saying, reframing a lot of that, like, oh, let's make this a positive. And those things are great. And they're very effective at 788% effective. But what we found is that the depth coaching it's like on superpower, like when you do the depth coaching, because it just goes to that extra depth for the person that is lasting transformation versus just kind of maintaining or managing their thoughts and behaviors. You're really transforming the person from the inside out.
Yeah. It boils down to this, the unconscious mind, and we all have an unconscious mind, is really the ground or it holds the roots of what we call personality. And if we don't examine those roots, we end up playing out our complexes, our hang-ups, our unconscious biases on the external. In other words, one way or the other, we're going to have to deal with them. We can either do it internally and through coaching, right, through depth coaching, go into the unconscious realm and examine a lot of that history that is locked away in the unconscious mind. Or we can wait for it to arise as external circumstances in relationships, in team, in work life. And for executives, I mean, it impacts the whole company. And so it's really important for them to do depth coaching so that they can deal with these issues in a conscious way instead of waiting for them to show up in their teams, in their work, in their relationship with money and success.